Yeah, how about that weather, Seth? My goodness.
Yeah, warm, very warm, especially this time of year. I was saying earlier that this Salt Lake is the new St. George. We are on par with where St. George should be this time of year. And as we take a look back at the year 2025, this is the record warmest year for Salt Lake, beating the previous record set only last year in 2024. And something you might notice is that out of the top 10 years, 9 of them happened in the last 13 years. That includes ties like in 2015, 2016, and 2021. We only had one year that was actually longer than 13 years ago, and that was all the way back in 1934, and that's in 10th place. All right, look at this time lapse. This is really cool. We have cooler temperatures out there, which is one of the reasons that we have this inversion haze. You can see it here on the time lapse. This is overlooking the Salt Lake Valley, and it is looking really bad. We had moderate air quality today, but the only good thing about the inversions is you get a nice sunset. You get this fiery red close to the day. Brandon Bates, thank you for sending this our way. This is from Centerville, a really pretty sunset there. Now, as we get into tomorrow, that poor air quality is going to hold on for northern valleys from the Utah Valley all the way up to Cache Valley, even some parts of the West Desert, looking at that inversion haze. Temperatures right now are finally feeling a little more like December up here in the north. We are below freezing across most of the state. The warm spots like Lake Powell and St. George still a little bit above freezing, but they're going to continue falling overnight. Southern Utah had cloudy skies today. This is a web submission from Sand Hollow. You can see we did have clouds. They aren't very thick. They're the high altitude clouds that don't bring a whole lot of moisture. This Black Desert Resort Skycam shows that as well. You can see the clouds streaming in as we get into the late morning and afternoon hours, continuing to thicken, but no rain, not yet. But that is going to change. Our futurecast shows that high pressure that's keeping us calm moves on out of the state, and as we get into tomorrow evening, moisture pushes through the southwest portion of the state. This is at 7 o'clock, so for your New Year's Eve evening, you do want to make sure you have an umbrella in southern Utah. Maybe plan your parties indoors. And then as we get into the early morning hours, it does eventually reach the north right around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. But as we get into the new year itself, crossing through midnight, it's not looking like there's a great chance of rain for most of the Wasatch Front. Provo might get a little bit. And then those showers do hold on through Thursday. And you notice there's a whole lot of rain here, not a whole lot of snow. Snow levels are going to be above 8,500 feet, which means even the base of some mountains will see a rain-snow mix. The Wasatch back getting rain with only periods of a rain-snow mix. And then we do have a couple showers holding on into Friday morning. Clears on out Friday afternoon, but we do have more wet weather on the way. We do have the risk of freezing rain as well, especially for Castle Country and the Northwest Desert as we get through your New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. We have a 20% chance of that freezing rain across the Wasatch Front as well, so you do want to be careful as you're driving out there. Our upper level futurecast shows that high pressure moving out of the way. This low pressure system coming in from the Gulf of Baja, Mexico, bringing warm moisture across the region. And then high pressure builds for Friday, which is why those showers lift to the north. But it doesn't last long. That high pressure ridge breaks down quickly, bringing more showers to northern Utah as we get into Sunday. As for tomorrow, temperatures are going to be in the 40s and 50s. The northern valleys, you see a lot of 50s there, mid 40s. That is a little dramatic. We do have that inversion, so it's going to be colder than what a lot of these models are saying. Your weather app on your phone might be saying we're going to be in the 40s and 50s tomorrow. I don't think that's going to be the case. Maybe the low 40s. As for St. George, you do have rain as we get into the late hours. The Wasatch Front, there's a slight chance, but it's not looking very likely. Just a little bit of chilly weather out there. Next 7 days in St. George, we do have those showers tomorrow night, holding on into Thursday, and a chance on Friday. Wet weather returning on Monday. Temperatures will be in the mid-50s for the next 7 days. The Wasatch Front does have a chance tomorrow evening. Rain widespread on Thursday, holds on into Friday morning, and then it returns by Sunday. Temperatures warming back up to the 40s and 50s, just like we were last week.